Welcome to Fly By July, where we will play all critical situations that pop up and some of the All-Star festivities. We begin in Kansas City in a tied 3-3 ball game as the Royals have a run on second and they look to walk it off, and a bunt is going to, what the hell, be completely misplayed as neither Madrigal or Guerrero can figure out what the hell to do with it. Nonetheless, runners on the corners. Andrew Benintendi is going to strike out, looking at a four-seam fastball. As you look at the bottom of the screen there, Gabriel Moreno is the AL Rookie of the Month for June. Ground ball to Chapman, and it should be an easy toss to first, and it is, and we are going to extras. Hidden set extras, run on second, Rule is on, ground ball to third, and unfortunately, Chapman is going to ground out to his same position, and somehow he is out despite Mondesi's throw. We got to look at that again. O'Hearn just getting his foot there about maybe a half a second faster. Unfortunately, that's going to be a first out. Nonetheless, AL Rookie of the Month is going to get a chance in a clutch situation. He has come through many a times in about the month that he has played. And slider hit right past Moreno, who reaches way above it. And the runner is going to stop at third, bro. We could have took the lead. Why'd you hold up? I'd rather you try to score and fail than stay at third. And unfortunately, Madrigal is going to strike out. Best contact hitter, throwing his bat, and I don't blame him. Though he looks like he tried to throw his bat by swinging at that garbage. Anyways, runners in the corner for George Springer. Slider, looked like it was right in his wheelhouse. But it will be a short toss to shortstop, I believe, for the out. Give Mondesi sometimes pretty fair. Moreno is unfortunately going to have a ball that doesn't get past him. Runners on the corners, and he will change relievers for Yimi Garcia. 4.97 ERA, both righties and lefties hitting over 270 for Mondesi here in the bottom of the 10th. Bunt is going to be dropped down. No! Guerrero is able to snag it. The runner going to first, going back to second, will be thrown out on a, I don't know what to call it. Anyways, doesn't matter, it counts. Ground ball is short. Who's going to be kicked? It is going to be kicked, and we will have runners at the corners with nobody away in the top of the 11th. Come on, let's get a run. Go Bichette. 198. Batting average with runners in scoring position, down 0-2. Honestly, I don't care if you hit a ground out. Never mind. He hits it to third. Go to second. Back to first. Why are you sliding, dude? You pay too much money to be sliding to first, dog. Run that shit out. You like 25. Nonetheless, Vladdy is hitting behind him. Just needs to get something decent. It can be a blue single for all I care. So we can pull up our closer. Swing? That's not a swing. Perez will throw him out at first on the strikeout throw out. So get to the 12th. So Marte switch hitter. This is probably his better side as he pulls this one to right field, and the runner is not going to tag. It does not hit far enough. And the throw back in skips and hits Mondesi. Santiago Espinal playing second. Ooh, actually, sorry, DH strikes out on the slider. Not looking good for the Bluebirds. Chapman strikes out as well. Damn. You're not Bo Jackson, so you're not breaking that bat, bro. And the reliever is rightfully so fired up. Yimi Garcia is going out here for another half inning. Throw to the catcher, throw to third on the steal, and Michael A. Taylor will get his 5th steal and probably his most clutch one all season. Andrew Benintendi, 1-2 count. 30th pitch from Garcia, swinging a miss on the slider as he gets way out in front of it. And we go to more extra baseball. Taking a look here at the top of the 13th. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. 4 for 7 in this series. Moreno really showing why he is in the running for AL Rookie of the Year. Is it high deep to left field? And it is going to hit off the top of the wall. But the run is going to score despite Moreno staying put at first. We lead 4-3. And Madrigal. High slider, chopped to short, tossed to second and over to first. And unfortunately, that's a double play, but it would have been nice to keep somebody on the base pass. Probably should have been a hit and run situation, but we don't call for that too often. We're not a team of speed. Let's be real. Right. George Springer 0 for 5. Blast! That's a slider to left field. That one's going to hit the Negro Leagues Museum. No, it actually stays in the park. Never mind. All right, 5-3, Toronto. I need to go to Kansas City to see the Negro Leagues Museum. I saw the Baseball Hall of Fame just this past summer. That is a bucket list goal. I'm going to Kansas City this summer. But anyways, nonetheless, Jordan Romano will look to get the save in a 5-3 ball game. 1-2, Salvi Perez strikes out 98 miles an hour, just blows it by him. One of the best power-hitting catchers of all time, Matt Duffy. He's going to bloop on the left center. It's going to get down. Gurriel, despite his strong arm, is not even going to remotely get it past shortstop, really. Kansas City down 5-4. Slider outside corner. I'm surprised he would swing at that. It's not a very hittable pitch. Like, you shouldn't be that desperate to get a swing, get a bat on ball. Now it's time for Adalberto Mondesi. Strike out, and we will eke one out. 5-4 in this ball game. Now, way more action in this month. We will fly high in this game. Ketel Marte player of the game, home run and 2 ribbies. Danny Jansen, who I was looking to trade, is going to be out with a torn ACL. I was looking to trade him for a reliever. I got to be honest with you, and this is just unfortunate timing. So I don't think we'll have any trades to look at as we go through the month, but you never know what is going to happen. All right, we end up losing the final game of the 3-game series 2-0 as Manoah goes 5 innings, walks 5, which is a horrible game for him, to be honest. You know, we've had some pretty good pitching these past 2 years. All right, Santiago Espinal, we are down by 1 with a runner at second. Espinal 1 for 2 in the ballgame as we face sinker baller Diego Castillo. Hits it to left, and Moreno is confused as to whether he should go to third. I don't blame him for going back. He's a rookie. His base running isn't the greatest. Anyways, it is time for Roman Quinn, who was pinch hitting for some reason earlier in the ball game, and we see why we don't play him very often and why he spent most of the year in the minors. So he's an absolutely horrible slider. Strike number 3, but we still have an opportunity to take this ball game. Bichette with a double, the doubles machine. Hits with similar power to his own father, and he's going to lace this one to right field. And everybody will move up 1 base in time for Vladdy. Let's go. Oh, sorry, Marte's next. Anywho, he is going to chop this one up the middle, past Diego to shortstop. Crawford steps on the bag and throws the first. Well, we have tied the ball game anyway. It is 3-3 in the bottom of the 10th. Oh, that's not Crawford, that's Moore. Why is Dylan Moore playing shortstop? I'm really confused. Whatever. I don't make your lineup, so you do what you want. Anyways, here is Vladdy. 0 for 3 in this ball game. As we look to get closer and closer to a wild card spot. If not the division, he is going to walk this one off. Doubling up our score, 6-3. We are going to take this ball game, and rightfully so. Vladdy's going to get some love from his boys. All right, Vladdy is going to be named the player of the game because of it. And Seth Elledge is going to miss a little bit of time. So will Nick Madrigal. Actually, he'll miss a decent amount of time with a broken shin on a slide in the second. Very devastating injury. Domingo Lieba is going to be called up because, well, he's got major league experience, and I'd like another switch hitter, a lefty. So, he's not the best of players, but hey, we'll see what he can come up with. Lourdes Gurriel will replace him at second as we jump into the next ball game against against Seattle. We're up 4-3. Gabriel Moreno. I think he's got a hit streak in danger here. He's going to hit this one up the middle, and he's going to extend it yet another game. As 2 are going to come across the plate as we are leading 6-3. That's the game we just finished winning. Single, and Jordan Moreno is looking like he's gonna he blows the save, his first blown save of the season. we push on along. The Blue Jays will end up walking it off 7-6, the second consecutive game we've walked it off. George Springer, 3 for 4. You see why I played you through your little finger injury? Because, listen, it's not that big a deal, bro. Just put bat on ball. I'm not asking you to hit long balls. I'm just asking you to play, bro. You're one of our better players, and we're paying you for a couple more years. Gabriel Moreno, 3 for 9 this series, 2 ribbies. He has walked earlier. He's looked at NL playoff predictions. The Braves are projected to win 100 games, as we won't reach that mark unless we pretty much win out the rest of the year. And Moreno is going to get yet another opportunity to extend that hit streak. It is at 16 games. Unprecedented for a Toronto Blue Jays rookie. Unfortunately, Baseball Almanac, nor Baseball Reference, or Baseball Savant will give me information as to what Toronto Blue Jays rookies have done as far as hit streaks are concerned. But we will worry about the here and now and not about the past, because what he's doing is honestly unprecedented. It's going to be a pop-up, and unfortunately the hit streak is going to be over, young man. But give him credit where credit is due. A hit streak of 16 games through about 20 of really games, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, we're going to lose this one. You know, I'd rather get the W than the hit streak, but, I mean, it's always nice to see 2 RBIs from Winker and Kalenic and Suarez off the bench. So 2-2-2 gets him 6 runs to win the ball game. 4 runs coming in the 4th. And for us, we get 1 from Espinal, Guerrero, and Quinn, but unfortunately, that is not enough offensively. I don't want Guerrero carrying the entire offense, but sometimes it's going to happen like that, man. Pearson only goes 4 innings and can't really do much, giving up 6 walks as we end up losing back-to-back games to AL West opponents. Lorenzo Cain, of all people, drives in 4. Alvarez gets 1. So does Max Muncy with a single RBI. We get 2, 1 from shortstop and from third base. As we lose yet another game. It's not pretty, man. It's not pretty. But we do end up taking the second game of the series, 3-2. Off the back of really Chapman. 1 for 4 with 2 ribbies, a home run. Marte contributes 1 himself. Those are really the only guys across the plate. And 7 hits apiece is going to give us just enough to get the victory. Manoah goes 6 strong with 7 strikeouts, but gives up 6 walks. What is with him in these walks, bro? Give up 5 walks in a previous matchup, 6 in this one. It's not looking good. And we end up taking the 3rd of 4 games in this series as Kirk is 3 RBI. Chapman, another 2 RBI game. Lance McCullers goes 5 with 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. Berrios gets the W, going 7th. In the final game of this, they explode for 11 hits and 11 runs, 6 in the 6th inning of itself. Oh man, Kyle Tucker, 3 ribbies. Bregman, 3. Diaz, 4. As they pretty much mollywop us, as we actually get 2 RBI games from both our right and left fielders, Tapia and Quinn, but not a whole lot else. Guerrero tacks on yet another RBI, as we're really inconsistent. Like, we can't seem to get consistent run production from anybody at this point other than Springer. All right, interleague matchup as we end up losing the first game of it despite the off day against the Cardinals. 6-0 as they put up 2 and 2 in the first and second innings and 2 in the 7th. As Arenado drives into him, Plowecki, whom I don't remember who that is, drives into it, catching. Doesn't matter. He gets the job done. Bassett goes a complete game, 9 innings, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts. As we look to close this game out, the second game of this series, we are up 6-5. Tommy had 2 for 4. Strikes number 1, actually. Strike number 3, not at all. 164 average with runners in scoring position. As Romano blew the last game we saw. Hopefully he can redeem himself. Ground ball right at Romano, and I gotta say, that definitely had to save a run. Springer's got a decent arm, but not the strongest, but good defense by a relief pitcher. Guys don't get a chance to really field the ball that often, so we're able to knock it down and prevent somebody from going 180 feet around the base paths. We appreciate it. Mundo Sosa, 2 for 4 with a triple and a double. All he really needs is probably a single to really score it. That is if he doesn't hit it at Gurriel Jr., who's got a rocket arm, and it's shown so all season. Wait, he's playing second, damn it. And fastball in there, 99 miles an hour for strike number 1. Sosa. And St. Louis really wants to love Sosa on the slider, but he chooses not to swing at it. Moreno calling for the fastball, but he'll get a slider instead, fouled off. I'm sorry, I get Romano and Moreno mixed up. I think they got about the same letters in their name. I apologize. And it's going to be a pop-up in the grass of the infield as Gurriel Jr., yes, Gurriel Jr. is going to make the catch as we win this ball game 6-5. Breaking our little losing streak. We lost 2 straight. It's all right. We can get things done as they be. 2 RBIs from Moreno. I want to call him Romano so badly. Anyways, Springer is the player of the game. 2 for 5 with a home run, 2 ribbies. Off day, and now we will take on the New York Yankees right before the All-Star game, and we end up winning this game in a close one. You know, Yankees struck for 4 in the beginning. We struck for 4 in the 4th and a 5th run in the 5th, and end up shutting things down to get the victory off of 11 hits. 3 RBIs from Ketel Marte, 1 from Gurriel, as Jason Dominguez replacing Aaron Judge gets 2, and Gio Urshela gets 2 as well, but it's not enough to get them the victory. Manoah goes 6 strong, 6 hits, 6 Ks, 2 walks, 4 earned runs. Diego Garcia, who I'd love to trade for, but it's an interdivisional trade, and I'm not going to do a ton of those in this series. All right, we end up losing the next game despite getting 2 RBIs from Bichette and Guerrero. I'm not sure where the other one went. Oh no, it was only 4 runs all we had. As we continue to win one, lose one, win one, lose one. And Duhar gets 2 RBIs off 3 hits. And Mike Sweeney gets, I think that's Mike Sweeney, gets 2 RBIs of his own as they're able to eke out the victory, getting that 1 run in the bottom of the 8th to get the victory, as they are still 3 games ahead of us. Adam Simber is credited with the L, and Clay Holmes is credited with the W in relief. Next game in this, and oh wait, never mind. The AA All-Star game is in our sights. Jack Leiter is going to be fatigued, and a spot start will come from a reliever in this ball game. Yes, I would have loved to have seen Jack Leiter, but we probably won't see him until August at best. That's the only other time we play the Rangers. Corey Brinda, I'm probably butchering the man's name, 3.78 ERA, 1.22 whip, as we have the leadoff hitter as a AA All-Star, Mariano Murillo. 309 hitting this season. I'm a little surprised why this game is being... Oh, wait, no. The All-Star game is in Seattle. So, he's going to ground it in the right field for his first hit in All-Star action. Moving on, as George Valera will get an opportunity to swing. 296, 6 home runs, 16 RBIs. 1 and 2 pitch is going to be swung and missed. Unfortunately, the 2 base runners will be squandered. Now, Mariano Moreno will get another chance with the bases juice team all the way up by 2. What's he got? Can he show his might and be clutch? 2-2, up 2 in the 4th. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss at a slider that almost hit him in the kneecaps. Bro, come on. I mean, you know what? It's not a game that counts or matters all that much except for AA playoff action. And it's going to be a line drive right at the shortstop, unfortunately, in the 6th as well. David Ferreira is going to get a chance to pitch here in the top of the ninth, despite our team up by 4. 2 runners on. Tied run is on deck, and it's going to be a fly ball in left field. And Dunham's going to make the catch despite clanging his kneecaps up against the padding over there in foul territory. Good job to make the second out of the inning. Pedro Feliz. 1 home run, but 27 RBIs, so he's not hitting it deep, but he'll at least drive in some runs throughout the first half of the season. And, that was a questionable call, but I'm not going to answer any questions. As the ALAA All-Stars will take this one, you see Volpe there, who is allegedly going to be called up sometime soon for the New York Yankees. All right, 12 hits for us, 6 hits for them, but we do enough to get the dub. As the game that preceded this, we end up losing continuing to fall back. Another half game, 4 games back as we get to the All-Star break. Josh Donaldson, for some reason, is still on this damn team. As a New York Yankee fan in real life, I don't want to see him suit up in pinstripes ever again unless it's for another squad. Vlad Guerrero is going to be in the home run derby. He is tied. Well, actually, no. He's tied with Mr. Alonso for the home run lead. And if you saw, it is Gallo, Guerrero. I don't know what that is. Or that. Jose Ramirez is not in this. That's Jordan Alvarez. Aaron Judge, who is now on the NL side, his former teammate Giancarlo Stanton, reigning AL MVP, will be a part of this. There's Pete Alonso, Matt Olson, Mike Yastrzemski. Why don't I remember Mike Yastrzemski? Anyway, Vlad Guerrero's 28 home runs this season, driving in 68. And again, a lot of people have already have him penciled in. Some with ink have already penciled in as the AL MVP, but the season's got to finish before we can say that. He fouls the first ball off, and next ball is going to hit to left field, and he hits pretty damn high. He only needs to get 6 to advance, and well, that's not right. Next pitch, third pitch. Ooh, he's a little late on this one. He hits it the other way. It is going to hit grass. Oh my God. Jeez. Next pitch. Late on this one again. He's going to hit this one a little higher and further, but it's not looking good, bro. Can you hit one out, please? Thank you very much. This one is hit the left field, and it finally gets out. Only a 388, though. What was that? 375 in the corner corner. Anyway, second one is going to just be deposited. 387, 2 in a row. Gets way out in front of these BP fastballs. It's going to hit the center, and it just gets out at 423. He's got less than a minute to go. He's got to hit at least 3. Hits this one towards the Players Alliance sign, and it's going to get out 429. I think Vlad is hitting his stride. He's hitting this one deep again. To close in on 30 seconds in the derby to dead center, and he gets out 426. Next one, high and outside, but he's able to smash it the other way, and that is number 6. At 384, Vlad Guerrero advances to the next round. Despite Joey Gallo being, listen, he might strike out a lot, he also walks a lot. He also is a very dangerous power hitter. You can see Yastrzemski advances, Framber Reyes, and so does Giancarlo Stanton. At 6 in the first round, 429 feet was his longest. Exit velo was only at 103. It was shocked. He gets way out in front of a BP changeup. Hits at the left, and it is going to be a upper decker for Seattle. 440 feet. He needs another one to get a 30-second bonus. Nice double if that were a real ball game. Hits this one to dead center, and he is really admiring that one. I know y'all heard that on the back. Hit goes 425 feet. Hits this one going the other way because, listen, you can be a pull power hitter, but there's something different if you can hit it the other way. 386. Another one hits it the other way because Vlad just wants to show off now. And it's going to get out at 386. He needs 7 to advance, and he has the 30-second bonus. Nice double again. Again, I wish you did this in the actual Seattle series. And this ball low and definitely in his wheelhouse. Going to hit it to center, and it goes 424 feet. We also play in this ballpark towards the end of the month, in the end of August, but we are concerned with the home run derby as he hits this one 427. That is number 6. Closing in under a minute. It's it deep to center, and it is going to touch grass. Like I probably need to, because I'm really over here commentating the home run derby. This one is hit deep to left, and that is absolutely going to be number 7. 413 feet. Vlad Guerrero Jr. has advanced to the front.
He ends the round with 7 home runs. And that's Stanton.
He will face Giancarlo Stanton here in the finale, the 7th seed on the other side. I don't really know how the hell they, classify this, but he gets 8 in the finale, so Vladdy needs 9 to win. He's probably a little exhausted. 13 home runs through 2 rounds, but listen, man, you got to put on the show. People already got you credited as the AL MVP against the AL MVP. Reigning defending, that is, and he's going to hit this one to left center field. It is going to be near the bullpen 420 because the lead is legal in the state of Washington. And he's going to hit this one even deeper. This time left. It's about the same spot. Oh, it's not even deep. It just went 396. Hits a high middle pitch to about the same spot. It's going to get out at 428. We got the munchies. You know, he's some. Vlad is definitely eating in of his own right. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's 4:30 and a good time. He's got 4 thus far. We ain't even hit the minute mark yet. Vlad is wasting no time. Hits it to center and damn it, it's dirt. Again, I probably need to touch grass and dirt, but Vlad is not going to allow me to do so. He's going to let me continue commentating as he hits this one to center, and it's going 427 feet. A minute to go. Hits this one, and he's probably going to get number 6. Hit the foul. Hit the foul. The flagpole. 436. As I continue to stutter and mumble there. Hits this one to dead center field. Griffey ain't going to be able to get that one because actually he will. Never. And another one is going to be hit the dead center as Black Girl Jr. is really going to make sure that none of the center fielders can get this one for 27. He needs 2 more. He is looking a little bit gassed, but he's like, I'm going to finish this 412 to center. 30 seconds to go as he hits this one the other way, but it was a little late. And it's going to, just be short. He doesn't have a 30-second bonus. It's this one to center field. Vlad Guerrero is gonna. Oh, God, come on, man. Don't do this to me. I don't want to do a swing off. Oh, yes, he's got this one. He's definitely got it. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is your 2023 home run derby champion. His dad did this back in 2007. As you can see him right there in the corner. And of course, I believe one of his other brothers follow in his daddy's footsteps. He is 16 years later, the home run derby champion. Now, who can get an MVP, a series ring? Who do you think is really better? Who knows? It would be dope to see if they actually played together at some point. Anyways, you see his output: 6 in first, 7 in second, 9 to finish things off as we jump to the AAA All-Star. Chad Dallas, who was in the running to be the 5th starter. Pretty good numbers: 1.88 whip and a .99 whip and 100 and a third innings. 104 strikeouts. That man is doing his thing down in the lower levels. Jackson Reese is also an all-star. 9 saves, 1 blown, 13 in the third innings, 15 strikeouts, and a .68 whip, but his whip is a 1.28. For a reliever, I'm not going to kill you for that. Also, Rob Morales, the strikeout artist with the running fastball, changeup, curveball, slider combination, 3 and 3. 1 blown save, 9 holds though, 2.14 ERA, 1.2 whip. He gave up 16 runs, 27 walks. Not the greatest, but I mean, I'm not going to hold him to it. And Doug Moore, of course, 19-year-old flamethrower, also mixes in the curveball and the slider. 1.34 ERA, 1.1 whips, 5 earned runs in 33 and 2/3 innings. That is a good rate. Amel Brazoban will be the leadoff hitter. 35 RBIs, 22 doubles, 25 walks. He struck out 71 times, but he's working on his game. 255, 309, and 356 are the slashes in 364 plate appearances. He has stolen 80% of stolen bases he's run on. Ted Ray, the first-round draft pick last year, pretty good contact hitter. Needs to really work on the field, and if he ever wants to play third base for us, he could be a DH. You never know. 1 home run, 15 doubles, 74 hits, and 265 at-bats. 18 steals. I'm shocked by that. He is not a speed demon. David Snyder is the second base all-star. 56 hits, 10 doubles, 29 RBIs, 24 walks, 49 strikeouts. He has stolen 3 times, but has been tagged up 3 of those times as well. Double-A North All-Stars will take on the Double-A South All-Stars? I don't remember. Anyways, Xavier Curry will get the start. 8-3 record, 2.10 ERA and a 0.94 whip, 97 strikeouts and 22 walks. Here is the leadoff hitter both for this All-Star game and for us.
The right fielder,
the Fisher Cats, Amel Brazoban. As it seems like Xavier Curry wasn't exactly warm as this one. This 93-mile fastball is going to hit into the gap of right field. It hits up against the Topps card, which Topps no longer does the cards anymore, right? Doesn't Fanatics do it? Left away for MLB 23 for that be the case. Anyhow, Brett Levine scored 32 times, 11 steals, 266 average, and we don't care about OPS because it's a BS stat. As he is going to ground it to first, which will still advance the runner. Anyway, so the Northeast All-Stars are 90 feet away from a run for our very own Ted Ray. 279 average, and he has scored 26 times. He's ahead 1-0, so is looking for Curry to give him something decent to drive in a run. Actually, it doesn't even have to be that great. And this curveball has hung up a little bit too long. It's going to bloop to right center field. A run will score. Northeast All-Stars lead 1-0.
Batting fourth.
Right. The pitcher for the AA is going to be Jack Burrow. 2.34 ERA and a pretty low whip in his own right. Brazoban is going to hit this one into the infield. So unfortunately, through 2 innings, he only got 1 hit, but hey, he has scored. Ted Ray, who drove him in earlier, is going to get a second plate appearance. Nobody on. 1-1 count versus a lefty as Joey Cantillo is going to get a ground out to get through the top of the third. Bottom of the fourth, we have our very own Chad Dallas pitching 1-2 versus Reynaldo Rivera as Rosario, the center fielder, is going to come in just a tad bit to make the first out of the fourth.
Now batting, number 21.
All right, J.D. Mundy get an opportunity against Dallas, who throws a pretty good mix of pitches. Those being, we'll worry about that in a second, as Degling is going to get himself a fielding opportunity popped up behind the backstop. Dallas does throw a four-seam, a slider, and a curveball, which as you can see just got hit the right field cutter. Yeah, four-seam, curveball, cutter, slider. 22 years old, pretty good start this season. Ooh, he works that cut fastball in there, jams the batter to get the out. Brazoban getting a third plate appearance, which is a little surprising for an all-star game. Guys usually swap out right about now. He is 1 for 2 though. And he's going to hit this one. It's going to get down. Second hit as it goes into the gap. He's got an opportunity to steal, though there are 2 away in a tied ball game. Brett Levine, who faced Paul Rashawn. Runner is going. Is he going to get a stolen base? He is. Whoa, bro. I know we taught you to steal. When you steal second, you slide. Hands first, head first, not feet first. That's ridiculous. Unless you're hook sliding. And Levine is going to hit this one deep to right field. And it is, not going to get out, but not going to be caught either. As Levine actually is going to take third. That he hesitated, like the ball was already thrown before he started to say, I'm going to third. As he doesn't have 99 speed, you see it hit the right fielder in the chest, but kept rolling. I don't know. Not a very good play there. He could have played it off the wall as Ted Ray gets an opportunity of driving yet another run, but there are 2 away. 1 for 2 in this ball game, and change up. He might have actually gotten behind that. Let it get a little bit too deep in the zone. He's going to pop it out to center. Dallas going back out there, face another batter as the slider's going to get hit to Travis Blankenhorn. And looks like he is going to get himself some fly ball action. Jump to the 6, Jackson Reeves. Also another all-star I stated earlier. As we are up 2. Not really, I don't really care about these all-star teams. Up 2-0. 2-1, sorry. And he gets a fly ball to the number 7 defender. Reeves getting to face Ronaldo Rivera. We've seen him twice today. He hits this one to Mesa in right field, and that'll be the second out. Looks like our guys are not giving up too many runs. It's good to see, even in an all-star capacity. J.D. Mundy, 0 for 2 in an 0-2 count. 11th pitch from Reeves. Ooh, curveball. Jeez Louise, that just fell off the table. Don't get mad at him. You swung at it. Okay? Now, Reeves may never see the major league level. He's 28 years old. You never know. But he's doing a damn good job in Double-A, and we are going to praise him for it. Buck Warren is going to come off the bench as a pinch hitter. 10 home runs. He faces a 20-year-old reliever, Mr. Rob Morales, and slider high in the zone. He almost floated that one, but he'll get a strikeout. Brett Cumberland, ground ball to Davis Snyder, another one of our All-Stars, and he'll throw it over to first for the out in the 7th. Doug Mora is looking like he's going to finish this one out as the caught stealing. Hey, he didn't even have to pitch to get the third out of the inning. As the Double-A All-Stars will take this one 3-1. Jordan Romano is a All-Star. 32 saves. He is 13 shy of the Toronto record set back in '93, last time we won a world championship, as he is one of the All-Stars. And the other one, obviously, going to be Vlad Guerrero, the 2023 Home Run Derby champion. He is 20 away from his own personal record, but I'd rather us get wins, I'm not going to lie. Shohei Ohtani and Julio Urias will start this game here in the All-Star festivities, as honestly the All-Star festivities kind of end today. As the National League will take on the American League here in Seattle. The sun has not gone down yet as we are on the West Coast. It's going to be a while before we see something. But don't worry, the Stars will be out as Vlad Guerrero. Batting number 4 will have a run on first, and guess who it is on first? It's Mike Trout. He might steal, he might not. We shall see. Full count. You know, guys like to be a little more reckless in an All-Star game. NBA, ooh, whether it's NBA, NHL, or MLB, guys will do a little more. As unfortunately, he's going to strike out. And the AL jump out to a 4-1 lead, despite Guerrero striking out. And he'll now face Jack Flaherty, who he's already faced him earlier, so he should have some success. Curveball, whoa, misses badly as Mike Trout is now going to take second, and that is not a very good look. One of the more dangerous hitters in all of baseball, that being our very own Vlad Guerrero Jr. And I don't know why you're upset by this, bro. It's an All-Star game. I don't even know who you are, random dark-skinned manager. Anyhow, 1-1 count for Jack Flaherty, who's kind of taking his time. Curveball, knuckle curve. Oh, he gets way out in front of it. It's going to be hit into left field. It'll be caught, and Mike Trout is actually going to take third. Bro, what are you doing? This is an All-Star game. Like, you get hurt, like, your team is going to be pissed. Anyways, Yasmani Grandal will get a chance to swing back. 50 RBIs on the season, 286 hitting. As, ooh, swinging a miss. Ooh, knuckle curveball. Listen, when it's on, it's on. As Flaherty looks to set Alex Bregman down. And he does so. High fastball, just throwing it right by him. Come on, man. You got to expect the fastball coming. Bregman, you better than that. Vlad Guerrero gets yet another shot. Third plate appearance. Bases juiced, but there are 2 away. It's Logan Webb. Throw him one. And, ooh, slider. Just dives below the zone for strike number 1. Come on, Vlad. Come on, bro. Give us something to look forward to. Nope, slider fouled off first baseline. I don't want to say the home run derby is kind of messing with his swing, but I could see him swinging at just literally anything at this point. Anyways, 0-2. Split bat on ball. No, cut her way off the mark. Webb is going to have to come in. He can't keep pinching him. Another, ooh, slider. Oh, it gets to the backstop, but nobody's going to advance. We're not playing in Oakland. 2-2 count. 27th pitch from Webb. Ooh. Good sinker, as I think Vlad was looking for the straight fastball, but that is what it is. They're up 6-5. Yo, it's a damn shame that the All-Star game doesn't mean anything anymore, because this is some hella baseball to be watching. Andrew Kittredge, the Tampa Bay closer, is going to give up a base hit on a slider in the center field. National League and the go-ahead run in the batter's box for Kyle Schwarbucks, who, hell, power threat in the game, a power threat in real life. And he's going to hit this sinker into right field. It's going to bounce up against the wall. No ground rule double, which it was really close from being. And the throw it back in the infield. Runners will be at second and third. Kittredge is, oh boy, wow, y'all was fired up for an All-Star game? Okay, let me find out. Jake Cronenworth, San Diego Padres, is an all-star, and he is going to hit this one, a slider nonetheless, into right field. Really? He got jammed on that. Henry was going to throw it back in, and no, the runner at third is going to stay put. Anyway, not really known for his arm, but hey, who am I to say? Luis Urias. Game started with an Urias. National League can end it with an Urias, but not if this manager has anything to do with it. Again, I have no idea who the hell he is, but he ends up walking in the first. So Josh Rojas will be pitching for him. Nico Horner is going to come out of the dugout. 10 home runs, 40 RBIs. Can he get one in all-star capacity, making his first all-star appearance? First pitch, slider just below the kneecaps. Like just below. As Kittredge is looking for the call. Bro, you got to throw some legitimate strikes. You can't look for the umpire. This is an all-star game. They just trying to get home, bro. They want to get their money and get out of here. Gets it on the call on the slider on the second pitch. 1-1. Another slot. Bro, why you keep throwing these damn sliders? Well, fine. Maybe don't throw him a fastball. 1-2. A double play is still in order at any base. There's another slider trying to get in the chase. Can't do so. It's 5 straight sliders. Ooh, sinker. Hit down the line in third. Oh, my goodness, they were not playing down the line. Well, Rosarena will throw it back in. 2 runs will score, and the National League will go up 7-6. I want to say I hope this doesn't go into extra innings because MLB The Show can't seem to get all-star baseball correct. Anyways, Jordan Romano will come in, but this is not a save situation. Doesn't know on record, but he was at 32 saves. So, National League, 86% win expectancy, and it'll probably go up if Brian Anderson has anything to do with it. Strike number 1 on 8 inside slider. He wasn't throwing a lot of sliders lately. Ooh, runner is going. Sean Murphy throws it to second? Why'd you throw to second and not third? Don't you want to get the lead runner? I mean, it counts for an out, but whatever. It's an all-star game. You're going to make a goof. Anderson is going to foul this one over in first base territory. 0-2. There are 2 outs, so that is a good thing. And next pitch is going to be a fastball high in the zone. Anderson cannot connect. Can the AL All-Stars make a comeback and walk it off? Rosarena, Polanco, and Torkelson will come out as they will all face Giovanni Gallegos, 31 saves in 34 opportunities. Rosarena, who was leading the All-Star, not the All-Star, the MVP votes about the first 2 months of the season, will get leadoff swing, and it's going to be a high fly ball to center field, and unfortunately, nothing will come of it. All right, DJ LeMahieu, an all-star this season, 305, 13, and 48 runs driven in. He's got a 3-0 count. I mean, the man is a 2-time batting champ, once in the AL, once in the NL. And a bucking back is going to be hit to second, but unfortunately, he'll be thrown out, and the next batter is just going to have to get on. Well, hopefully hit one over in the AL to extend this ball game. It is going to be Whit Merrifield's opportunity to do so. 274 average, 10 home runs. Gallegos with the first pitch. And it's going to be a 4-seamer fouled off, despite it being an inside pitch. 0-1. Next pitch from Gallegos. Oh, slider. Diving out of the zone. He's got one of those sliders that kind of, it just falls. It doesn't exactly, like, sweep across the zone. Some guys have sweepers. Some guys have, divers. Yeah, different kinds of sliders. And this ball's going to hit over the first baseman, but no, it's going to go just foul. Pitching Ninja actually has a video about, actually no, somebody else does. I'd link it in the description if I can find it. There are different types of sliders. Nonetheless, 1-2. Ooh, he gets him with a slider. The National League will take an All-Star game for, I can't remember the last time the National League won an actual All-Star game. Kyle Schwarber, the All-Star MVP with a home run. Oh yeah, our draft picks. I forgot to show this. William Chang was our first-round pick. Because the draft normally happens now in July and not in April, I figured I'd push it back. Pretty good hit tool and very good fielding for a first baseman, though it doesn't mean a ton in the grand scheme of things. Alfredo Carmona is the next guy. 82 potential. He is a strikeout guy and can control the baseball for the most part. Fastball, changeup, splitter, and a curveball. Those are two dangerous pitches to throw back-to-back, splitter and these changeup. Xavier Taylor, 8 potential, 20-year-old fastball, running fastball, sinker, and a changeup. I kind of wish he had like a slider or something. Maybe we'll see if the pitching coach will teach him something down in the lower levels. Harvey Rogers is a velo machine, 96 fastball, 90 splitter, 91 two-seamer, and mixes that in with a changeup and a curveball for good measure. See potential. Then we went with Dwight Green, righty-righty, 67 potential, is a solid fielder, and if he can stay on the field, he should improve offensively, as he can steal a base or two as need be. And Reed Hoffman, again, the two closers here, they'll more than likely just be straight-up relievers, as Romano doesn't seem to be going anywhere at the present time. Fastball, slider, two-seamer, 22 years old, B potential. As we jump to the AAA All-Star game, and Mariano Murillo is actually going to play in this one too. It's really strange, but whatever. No, this is weird. I don't think I've ever heard of a minor league all-star in two different levels. Chris Beck is also an all-star, the catcher and utility guy, also playing some third, some left and right field. As we play this AAA all-star game to close out this episode here in, what the hell are we doing, Globe Life Field? Whatever. I don't assign where it is. It's just, it is what it is. Anyways, Wes Benjamin, who's a reliever, is going to get the start. 11-4 record with a 1.82 ERA and a 1.13 whip. Maybe he's earned it, maybe he hasn't. I'm not the manager. I didn't make the decision. As Murillo looks to get help. I'm just going to say this is probably the first all-star guy to get a hit in the AAA and AA All-Star in the same weekend, but he's going to strike out on a pitch that I'm going to call BS. Curveball, okay. Fastball inside, hot inside, okay. But that's not a strike, bro. That's like 52% out of the zone. He struck out in his next at bat as well. He's got an opportunity to get one here in the top of the fourth. AAA East All-Stars are up 2-1 as he bloops one into left field, as he's probably one of the only players to ever get a hit in two All-Star games in the same season. Popping to the pitcher to end the fourth. Jump to the sixth. Single in the fourth. Can he hopefully drive that guy in from first? Not the fastest, with a 66 percentile speed. And fastball. As the pitcher's is like, I'm not going to let you get a hit on me, Justin Wilson. The lefty is going to get a chance here in the 8th inning. Slider high and away from a lefty-righty matchup. That is a dangerous pitch to throw. Flips the zone as Murillo. Did you pay somebody off in order to play in the AA and AAA All-Star and get to play all game? You probably did, and the double's in the dinero as he's going to pop up. And unfortunately, whoever he paid off, he might not have really gotten his money's worth, despite the fact he gets the national exposure. Okay, so the rear deck there in the dugout. And you daps him up as the AAA West will take this one. Glenn Otto named player of the game. 3 strikeouts in 1 inning, 11 hits. As the All-Star games matter in AAA. We are 3 games out of the wild card as we take on in the next series the Boston Red Sox. We end up losing. This is not good. We need to be making ground on teams that we are better than. At least our record shows. Who the hell took the L? Oh, Stashik blew the save well before a save was even coming. That's ridiculous. Anyways. We lose the second game of it, 10-3, 17 hits given up. As we only got runs in the first and fourth, they pretty much scored every other inning besides that. Jordan Motion RBIs. We only get RBIs from Springer and Guerrero. 11 strikeouts overall, and we really got to start putting the ball in play instead of striking out. As Chris Sale, of course, he would strike us out 11 times. If I were playing it, he probably would have struck us out 15 times. I hate his delivery. Anyway. And we are completely clean swept as we have lost 5 in a row, giving up another double-digit hit ball game to lose in the 9th, 8-6. 3 RBIs from Guerrero, 1 from Chapman. I'm glad to see Chapman is getting some runs, but his batting average is down there, 28. Manoa goes 6 with 5 strikeouts. Elledge is credited with the L. Simba blew a save and Mesa. What the? How do you blow a save in the 7th? Nonetheless, doesn't matter. We are taking on the New York Yankees. George Springer has 2 long balls as he looks to get a third. He has been literally the entire offense with 2 on. Michael King is going to set him down. A double play, and the slider is going to hit the left field. Raging back at the track at the wall. It is gone. George Springer, the entire offense in this game, as we lead 5-1. Hopefully we can finish this one out. Again, we are so inconsistent in all the wrong times. We have the offensive firepower to put everybody in a path down. We do win 5-1, so thank you, George Springer, for what you did do. Really love to see us be a little bit more consistent offensively. Let's see. All right, LeMahieu got an RBI, and that was literally about it. Looks like he probably led off with a home run, and that was it. Nothing more. As Cole goes 6 strong, 3 runs. Springer, our entire offense. Berrios goes 8 strong with 9 strikeouts. We take the second game 5-2, doubling them up on hits 8-4. As Sweeney gets 2 RBIs, but we get some more offense from guys like Espinal, of course Guerrero. Chapman is coming through, and Moreno. Like, we've really only had like 3-4 consistent offensive players. I'm going to cut some slack to Teoscar Hernandez. He did miss about 2 months with a broken forearm or hand, one or the other. We end up losing the 3rd game of this. It's a 4-game series. We lose 9-5. There were 27 hits, and it pretty much looks like all of them happened within the first 5 innings. 3 RBIs from Haniger, 3 from LeMahieu. Gurriel with 3 of his own. Only 1 from Teoscar and Bichette. Unfortunately, it's not enough, as we weren't really setting guys down, and we fortunately win the 4th game of this series. So 3 out of 4 is good. So we are gaining ground on the New York Yankees. 3 RBIs. Couldn't exactly see who it was. As 2 from Marte, 2 from Gurriel, 2 from Moreno, and 1 from Kirk. Kirk is going to have to play some more DH, as Alejandro Castillo is not scheduled to come back for at least another couple games in an interleague 3-game series. We end up losing the first one 4-3, as Guerrero gets an RBI, and Moreno and Quinn also driving in runs of their own. Wisdom and Ramirez get 1. Harrison at the bottom of the line, I think that's Josh Harrison, gets just enough to eke 1 out. And we are going to see if we can get a complete game shutout. And believe me, we need it for morale purposes. All right, James Triantos is going to be the second batter here in the 8th, as Berrios closing in on 100 pitches, as he gets a strike on a circle change. It was a little higher in the zone than anybody would have liked. Harold Ramirez hits this one in right field, and that is going to be 8 strong. Let's look to see if Berrios can finish off the Cubs, because listen, I think the bullpen needs a break. Hopefully he's able to do so. Gurriel is 3 for 3, but we will not see offense in this one. We want to see a complete game. Pitch 104. The Ian Hatt is going to be on and hit to left field. Marte, bro, what are you chasing for? It's out of here. You know it. I know it. The Flags knew it. The Ivy knew it. Like, Bartman knew it. Let's be real. All right, no shutout, but hopefully he doesn't blow the game, as man, another base hit, back-to-back base hits. Come on, Berrios. Don't bury us alive. Okay. That's it from Fordo. 0 for 1, pitch 109. Montoya is really keeping Berrios out there. He's like, listen, man. Listen, this isn't one of the opportunities we want to throw his arm off, but I also want to rest the bullpen. We got 2 more games against this team, then go to Seattle. Yeah, I'm going 2 for 3. Check swing. And he's going to be called out by the first base umpire. Berrios, mean mugging. John Hicks will be the final opportunity for the Cubs to get anything. They won't do so. We pull off the victory. No shutout, but a complete game. I think at this point in time, we have like 6 complete games, and 3 of which were from Berrios himself. Our starters aren't really doing that. That's okay. We get the victory. Bichette player of the game. Trade deadline is today, and again, I told you, I'm not going to make moves. I don't really see anything out there there are guys who could help us, but I don't really feel it's necessary. Nonetheless, we end up losing it in a shutout, despite almost shutting them out the game before. 6 runs, 12 hits, 2 runs from Harrison, from Triantos, and 1 apiece from Wisdom and Hap, as Hendricks goes a complete game. Why am I not surprised by this? He doesn't throw hard, but his stuff is kind of soft, but it still gets the job done. He's a good pitcher, let's be real. Springer gets 3, Gurriel gets 2, Marte gets 1, as we have like 3 of our top 4 superstars driving in some runs, all of which pretty much are in the first 2 innings, as we pick up the victory 6-3. And look at the leaders in hits. Bichette, number 1, Guerrero, number 5 in ABs. We don't care about that doubles. Bichette tied for 4th at 28. Mike Trout leading everybody with 33. Triples, Bichette has 6, 1 behind like 7 other people. Guerrero leading all of baseball in home runs with 33 RBIs. Guerrero is 3rd. Runs, he has scored 69 times, very nice. Slugging, 560. We don't care about OPS, the BS stat. Wins are a BS stat too, let's be honest. Romano, 35 saves, 3 behind the leader Kittredge, who blew a save in the All-Star game. As home runs allowed, not a ton. Let's see, anybody for strikeouts. We are 7th and 8th at 134 and 131 respectively, from Berrios and Gaussman. Innings pitch, as Berrios continues to be a workhorse, so is Gaussman at 132. Walks allowed, and Berrios and Gaussman are both top 10 in walks allowed, whip. And yeah, listen, we got good pitching. Manoah's kind of off this year. I'll credit that to being a sophomore slump. It's fine. Again, Guerrero is leading in the AL MVP votes from the public. Not the public, from the writers. What am I talking about? All right, look at the schedule in August. We play 12 consecutive games in the division from the 7th to the 20th. We have to win most of those games and beat the White Sox, because we might need the wild card. We're 2 games out of it, behind the Yankees. As stated earlier, wow, I don't think I really mentioned this, but David Moreno, Rookie of the Month, 327 average, 6 RBIs, 3 home runs. There must not have been too many guys playing, as he's putting up a damn good season. Not an all-star, but he's got an all-star in his future. And we have some extensions to talk about. Guerrero, maybe Chapman, Romano, probably definitely. And everybody else is kind of up in the air. Guerrero's going to get his deal. We'll see how much it is, coming up very shortly. And, oh man, the injured cavalry. Listen, we need Madrigal back. We really could use Alejandro Castillo, as we might not see them until mid-August. I appreciate y'all for watching. Check out anything else I have in the channel. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.